shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. Tannehill's Dolphins going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20 with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's a run for the former Louisville Cardinal, Sonoris Perry. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Moore. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes again, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
That's caught at the 1. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Perry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. This is Perry. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Andre Roberts, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Freeman again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He had to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman with a fast feet. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to have a third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Perry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
More now. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Back to throw. More. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Looking to throw. More. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. To throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Moore throwing to start the drive. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better route runner.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Now it's Ryan. 20! And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 5. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue
90. To throw is Moore. Throwing on first down. And his first throw here is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Davian Williams taking it in from the 20. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Andre Branch in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing to start the drive. Moore. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situation.
Got a man, it's Landry for the Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Ryan sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Back to throw. Moore escaping the pressure right. He's going to he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there.